Hey guys, I'm working on a 2013 F150 four-wheel drive Ecoboost 3.5 liter, and a customer came in because he was experiencing some misfires after a shop had done a tune-up on the vehicle. So I'm sitting here in the stall, I got the computer and stuff hooked up, I'm doing a power balance test, and I can't see anything abnormal with it. Everything's functioning fine. I do a load test here where I actually put it in drive, brake torque it, get some boost and stuff going, get the motor putting out some power, and I still can't get anything. So I thought, well, let me check my mode 6 data to look in my history and see what kind of misfires have been on the other cylinders, and I can't get nothing on the cylinder. Nothing's acting up, nothing's showing that there's a problem. I check my cam phasers and stuff to see how my exhaust, my intake is looking. I don't see any issues. So, at that point, most people would say, my test drive went okay when I first got the truck. You always try to verify with the test drive. I said, man, I need to get out here. It's raining a little bit right now. I really load this thing up. Really try to get it to act up. Just find a couple little small side roads with no traffic and just hammer it a few times. Try to get it to act up, and finally it acted up. Check engine light started flashing. I get back to the shop. I hook up the computer and stuff, and it said P0306 and P0305. So I said, well, if that's the case, now I'll be able to have something to go off of. So what I did was I pulled the coils for cylinder 5 and cylinder 6. And then I pulled the plugs out. And when I'm looking at these plugs, they're cracked. You can see that crack right there in it. It's cracked all the way down on that side. It's cracked on that side. There's another crack here. Oh, there's two cracks right there. You can see two actually. There's one there and one there, and they go all the way through. And then on this other plug, same thing. There's a crack through the porcelain right there. There's one on the other side as well. So both these plugs have cracks through them. And you know what that usually comes from, and I know people don't want to admit it. People use their power tools to take them out, but they'll use like an electric impact or something like that to put them back in. And you get your electric impact kicked sideways or something enough to where it can really start jarring or tapping on the side of that porcelain, and it'll crack it all the way through. Don't use your power tools to put everything back together. Just get a regular old hand ratchet. On these 13 F150s, they're 5/8 sockets. Some people put the wrong socket on them sometimes, and it leaves too much room for that socket to kick sideways, and tap on that porcelain will crack them as well. But on this particular model, a 5/8 spark plug sockets fit these. A lot of people think it's a 14 millimeter, and it's not. I think it's like 14 or 15. You started seeing more of the 14 millimeter sockets. But on this particular model, it's a 5/8 socket. So that's all it is. Stick two new plugs in it, put the coils and stuff back on. And guys, if you're going to do a tune-up too, when you pull your coils off, there's little boots at the end. Replace those boots also. A lot of guys don't do that, and it causes problems. So right here, these little boots on the end, they pop off and they go right back on. So you replace your boots and you replace your spark plugs. Y'all be safe.